Hello everybody. Today we will discuss about Flutter. So what is a Flutter? How to install Flutter on Macbook? How to create Flutter project on Android Studio? And how to launch Flutter app in iOS simulator as well as Android simulator. What is Flutter? Flutter is open source UI software development kit created by Google. It is used to develop cross-platform applications from single code base for any web browser, Funcia OS, Android applications, iOS, Linux, and Mac OS, and also Windows. You write code in one platform and it will work for all these platforms. Okay, so next we'll see what are the most important features of Flutter. So it is class platform, it is fast development, and it has beautiful UI, high performance. It is open source and large community backed by Google, and there are many popular use cases. Now we'll see about class cross platform. So we will write code in one place only for one app, that is in the Flutter code, single code base, and we will execute and we will build the app in these many platforms: Android, iOS, Windows, Mac OS, Linux, and web. Okay, so next we'll see the features one by one. Fast development. It has a feature called hard reload. As a developer, you write some code and you launch that app in a simulator, maybe Android, and you want to make some changes. After making changes, you just need to click on this hard reload, so that immediately the changes will be reflected in the already launched app. So this way developer can save time of relaunch again and again. And the next is beautiful UI. So it has a rich set of user-friendly interfaces and high performance. It's fast loading, and it is open source and large community. It is backed by Google, and we have many popular use cases like gaming, e-commerce, healthcare, many more. Okay, so further next to our topic, let us discuss step-by-step process how to install Flutter and launch Flutter app in simulator, maybe in Android as well as iOS simulator. Okay, so next we will see how to install Flutter in the MacBook. Okay, let us navigate to this URL where you will find to install Flutter. Here you need to choose the platform, so I'm using Mac OS, so I'll select this, and this is just a prompt like which app you want to build. You can select anyone, but yeah, I'm selected iOS app, so that the initial setup will be easy for iOS simulator also. Okay, so they said minimum hardware requirements here. You can see it here, and going forward. Okay, so here we have option to install Flutter SDK. We can install through VS Code as well as we can download and install. So here I have Apple Silicon. I'm using Apple Silicon M chip. So I'll click it and it will download. Yeah, it started downloading. I have already downloaded it and I have already installed the Flutter in my laptop. So once this is a zip file, once it is downloaded, you need to unzip it by selecting your any desired location. So that is the only step, nothing to do any other things for now. We need to set up a path that we will say later, not now. Next we will try to install Android Studio by opening this URL. I have already opened this. Just click on this and accept the conditions, agree with the terms and conditions, and select the chip which you are using. Mac with Intel chip, select this. Otherwise, if it is Apple chip, select this. So once you click, it will download the DMG file. Once DMG file is downloaded, you need to double click on it so that it will move to applications folder, so that it will install in your MacBook Pro. I have already downloaded it and launched it, so I'll stop it for now. Okay, so next we need to install Java JDK. Let us go to this particular URL. I have already opened it here. Depending upon the OS, you need to select OS here. For example, I wanted to download JDK 21 and I'm on MacBook, so I'll select Mac OS. This is for the whether M chip, Apple chip, or Intel chip. If we are using Apple chip, we need to select this ARM64 DMG installer. I have already downloaded it. Okay, I'll click it. So it started downloading. Go to this location and we need to click on double click this so that it will start the installation process. So I have already installed it, so I will not show you this again. Our next step will be to set up environment variables, path variables for Android Studio, Flutter, as well as Java. So we will. Okay, so for that I will open terminal and type vim bash underscore profile. So this command we need to execute to set the variable path variables. This is a command. Yeah, so here first we need to type I to insert. We just need to click I in the keyboard. See, if you can see here, this particular editor, vim editor, showing us to option to insert. So I will type maybe something like this. As you can see, I have added export path like this here. So I will give this in the description below of this video so that maybe you can go through it. First, let's see one by one. I have already added these in this bash profile. The first one is Java home. So this is a command to export Java in our system. Java home, export space Java home dollar, and this is the location. And we need to export path, this Java home to our path. This is the command. And we have Android home. You need to find this location. So where Android SDK installed. So it is probably user locations, then laptop name, and then library Android SDK. So you need to replace your computer name here in place of this. And we also need to set platform tools like this. This is a command to do that. And we also need to set tools. This is a command. And we also need to do tools for the Flutter SDK path. We need to do like this. And the last one is auto generated, I believe. Okay, so now if you copy and paste everything here, and then you need to click escape button. Once you click escape button, you see the insert button is gone. You need to click shift and colon, not semicolon, just colon. You can see here, and then click double type, and then type keyword WQ. Now we are exited the vim editor. Again, what we need to do, we need to source this bash profile. Okay, so now we have successfully set our bash profile. That we need to execute this command java -- version. Yeah, so Java is successfully installed in our machine. If this is the output of this command. Okay. So next, open the Android Studio, and you will see something similar to this. Top left, you will see Android Studio, where my cursor is there. Click on it. You will see the settings option. Click it. So click in the search bar, search for plugin. Yeah, so here we have the plugin, and I have already installed the Dirt and Flutter plugins. In your case, it is not installed here. Just type Flutter and you will get this. Select this. Also, you need to select Dirt. You will get the Dirt. Select this and select OK and apply, so that these Dirt and Flutter plugins will be installed in the Android Studio. So this might ask for a restart, Android Studio restart. Just restart the Android Studio. Yeah, so in our next step, we will see how to create Flutter app project in Android Studio. Let me open Android Studio. You will see something similar to this. You can create from two places: new Flutter app project, where my cursor is there, or you can go to file, create a new Flutter project. Yeah, so if you see here, it is by default selected Flutter. So this is a SDK path which we downloaded the Flutter in the second step. We downloaded it and we have extracted to some location. So this is the location of that SDK path. Okay, click next. So provide some name, demo app for the project, and project location. You can select any location, description, and project. Now, so you will see so many files here. For example, Dirt and IDE and also Android files. So for the Android app, whatever files related to Android platform, that is Android app, so all these will be created under this. Similar way for iOS, all these files will be created to support iOS app. These are the code, our code files or app files under the lib. All our code will be residing under the lib folder, and this one is to execute our app in Linux. This is all the files which support to run our application in Linux platform, Mac OS. So this is a Mac OS. So these are the files which will support for us to run our app in Mac OS. Similar web, and also similarly Windows app. And we also have something test folder. So this test folder is for automation setup. So this is a built-in folder will be created for us. This is for widget testing and Yeah, this is the widget testing. We also have some other testing, integration testing. I will create one video after this. Okay, so and we also have pubspec YAML. So here if you can see, all the packages which we will be using will be located under here. So we will see the file for some time. A name, description, and environment, dependencies. Yeah, dependencies, Flutter. Yeah, definitely we need Flutter SDK. So these are dependencies, and we also have dev dependencies, Flutter test to support this testing, widget testing automation. We have this Flutter test by default. Yeah, we will see this later, not a problem. So now our next step, we will see Flutter version and Flutter doctor. We'll execute these commands. Yeah, you will see terminal here. Just come here and type Flutter -- version. Yeah, so it is saying command not found. This is because whatever SDK path we have given, right, environment variable, that we have to run it here also. Yeah, see vim we need to go to vim space we need to open that like this, click I to insert, and then I have, in your case, if these path is not there, I will provide this in description below. You need to modify the location. For example, my location to Android home is this one, and my location to SDK path of Flutter is this one. So in your case, you might need to replace this path till here. You need to replace. Same Java also. Okay, so I will now click escape because I don't want to insert anything now, and then I'll click colon, shift colon, and then enter WQ and enter, and then we need to source this. Yeah, I'm sourcing it. Now if I type Flutter version, it will be available for us. Yeah, so if you can see, the Flutter version installed is Flutter 3.20.0.0-120.pre. My channel is master. I think you can, for you by default it will be a stable channel, and if you want you can change the channel to master. Okay, and next we have tools, that is dirt language version. This is 3.4.0, and we have dev tools included with the Flutter 2.33.0 dev.11. Now we will execute another command. If this particular Flutter version command gives this output, that means Flutter as well as dirt successfully installed on your system. Next we will see Flutter doctor -v. Okay, so the command is wrong. It's Flutter doctor -v. Yeah, so it will give us if any installation is not good, I mean like not installed properly, then it will give us cross mark. For example, first we will see Flutter, so everything is green, that means Flutter is installed successfully. And we have Android tool chain, so this also, yeah, so it is saying if you can see, Android SDK at this path, platform is at this path, Android home is set to this path, and Java is there, Java runtime also successfully installed as well as path is set. The next it is saying some Android license is not accepted. To resolve this, run this command. Okay, we will run this, not a problem. Click yes, accept, yes, and also click yes, and again yes. Okay, so now all the licenses were successfully accepted. We will again run Flutter doctor -v. Yeah, so now you can see this Android toolchain license is also accepted. Next, Xcode. So our Xcode setup is done successfully. Maybe in your case, this Cocoa Pods might not be installed. So I will tell this later how to install if in your case it's not installed. And then, so yeah, Xcode setup also done, and Chrome also done. We will be able to run our app in Chrome also, and Android Studio also setup is, everything is done. We have Studio at this and plugins installed, and also yeah, the Flutter plugin as well as Dirt plugin as well as Java also setup, everything is ready. And if we have any devices connected, it will also display for us macOS and iPad as well as Chrome. So currently we will be able to run our app in these three. And network resources, this also fine. So this means if everything is green, so in your case also this everything should be green. If there is an issue, maybe you can I don't know what kind of issues might come. So general issues, what it might come is path is not set. That is general issue that I have already told how to set path. You can navigate to vim bash and then you can give that. And Cocoa Pods, this also issue might come. So maybe if in my case Xcode is already installed, so in your case maybe Xcode is not installed, then you have to install the Xcode. I will create one video how to install Xcode as well as how to install Cocoa Pods and set up the Xcode ready. Okay, yeah, so yeah, yes, these are the general issues. So next we'll see how to launch our Flutter app in Android simulator. Let us navigate to Android Studio again. Let's minimize this. As you can see, you have devices here. So these are the existing devices which is available for us to launch our app. Okay, so my aim is to launch app in Android emulator, right? So yeah, so if you can see, before that we will understand this file, main file. So this is a sample code which new Flutter project created for us, sample app basically. So yeah, so this sample file app I want to run in simulator, Android simulator. But for us now, if you can see, it is available to run in Chrome, Mac, designed for iPad and Mac OS, I mean desktop Mac desktop file. But we want to run it in Android emulator. So you will see something similar to this device manager here. If it is not available this here, you can go to view, tool, windows, and you can select device manager here. So yeah, it will come here. So you can create a new phone, Android phone, maybe phone, any phone. For example, here medium iPhone is already present. If you want to run in maybe Pixel 6 Pro or any device, you can just come here. For example, I want to create one new emulator for us, device for us. I will come here and I will choose any phone, click next, and which image we want to run. I want to vanilla ice cream API level. I will select this. Yeah, so whatever the supporting software is not available, it will download for us. So basically what we are trying to do now, we are trying to create a new phone for us, Android phone, and the device manager. Let us say it will, okay, I will pass for some time. Finished. So I will select this and click next. I will provide one name to it. So I'll keep the same name and click finish. Yeah, so if you can see here, I have two phones to run. I have two Android emulators to select. I will run this. Yeah, if you can see, it is saying starting AVD. So it is starting and it will try to open for us. Yeah, the new phone is getting starting for us. Yeah, so this device manager to successfully available for us. So now if you can see, I have 4 options here to run. I will select this Pixel 7 Pro API vanilla ice cream and I will run this. I have selected main dot. I'll run this. So if you can see the runner here, this is a run console. It is saying launching lib main dot on SDK phone, this phone. I'm running for the first time, so it will take some time. Yeah, so it's successfully launched now. So yeah, if you can see here, Flutter supports hard reload. So this also I will explain for now. Yeah, this is a function. Click on plus, it will increment. Okay, so now for example, this is my file, this main dot, which is providing this screen for us. So we will see. Yeah, so here we have text widget. For example, we have text widget. You have pushed the button this many times. I will remove this and I will keep, instead of you, I'll keep Venkatesh. Yeah, so if you see, I have changed this text and I'm not relaunching the app again. I'll click on this button here, if you can see here, and in the console, Flutter hard reload. I'll click on this. Yeah, see, immediately my changes are reflected here. Venkatesh, push this plus, push this plus, this many times, 4 times. I click. Yeah, see. So this is one of the important feature of Flutter developers can use, so that they can build apps very quickly and they can save some time. this option, Flutter hot reload. If I remove this entire and just put Venkatesh and click on this hot reload button, see it immediately changes the app. So I'm not relaunching the app again and again. So this is a flexibility which Flutter provides for us. I'm stopping it. Even I stop here, if I go to app, I will see the Flutter app. Yeah, see our demo app, it's there. So how to get this phone emulator, Android emulators without any problem? For that we need to do one setting. Just click on Android Studio, go to settings. Under languages and frameworks, you will see Android SDK. So here we have SDK platforms. These are the different SDK packages we have available, and we have SDK tools. So we need to select Android SDK build tools. If in your case, if it is not selected, just select this Android emulator, Android SDK platform tools, and NDK side by side, and also Android SDK command line tools. So you have to select these 4 and click OK. So now we successfully launched our app in Android Studio. Okay, so now we will see how to launch Flutter app in iOS simulator. Okay, so for this, let us navigate to Android Studio. So go to here and stop the previously Android emulator and close this. So again come to Flutter device selection. So here you see one option, open iOS simulator. Maybe in your case it will not be present because maybe you did not install the Xcode. I have already installed the Xcode, so it is showing for me. So in your case, what you need to do, if Xcode is not installed in your system, go to App Store, type Xcode. Yeah, so this is Xcode. Click on download. So you have to download it successfully. So in my case, I have already downloaded this. So I will open Xcode now. Yeah, so yeah, we have our Xcode. For us, not required to create any new project. We just need to open it. Click on Xcode, open developer tool, click on simulator. So one simulator will be open for us. So you see this is a simulator, and yeah, if you see here, iPhone 14 Pro Max is open for now in the simulator. Now if you want to have a different phone, maybe for example iPhone 15 Pro Max, we just need to click on file, new simulator, or these are the already opened simulator for us. Okay, I have already created these many simulators. But if you want to create any new one, for example new simulator, we need to select device type here. For example, if you want to create maybe XS Max, for example, I want to create a new simulator iPhone for us, iPhone XS Max. I will select this and I will provide one name, iPhone XS Max. Click on create. So now if you can see, if you go to file again and open simulator, you will see iPhone XS Max is created for us. So I want to run my app in iPhone XS Max. I will select this. Yeah, so if you can see, a new simulator is open for us. So like this we can create n number of simulators. So I want to run my app in iPhone 15 Pro Max also. I'll select this. So then a new simulator will be open for me here. Okay, so this is how you open a simulator, iPhone simulator, and keep it ready for us. So now if you come to Android Studio again and click on this list, you can see 3 iPhones are present for us. One is iPhone 14 Pro Max, 15 Pro Max, and iPhone XS Max. So I want to run in iPhone 15 Pro Max first. So I'll select this and click on launch. So it will take some time. It will take some time and it will run for us, not a problem. So meanwhile we can see here console. Yeah, so this is the first time, so it is taking some time. From the next time onwards, it will not take this much time. What we will do, we will try to run our app in 3 simulators at the same time. Let's wait for some time to launch this app in one simulator. Then I'll try to do it in same for others. Yeah. So now if you can see, our app is launching in iPhone 15 Pro Max. I'll try to launch it in XS Max also. Yeah, see, it is trying to launch in iPhone XS Max. Yeah, so this is our iPhone X. Okay, I think I have selected this. Yeah, so if you can see, our app launched in XS Max also. I want to run this in iPhone 14 also, so I'll select iPhone 14 Max and I'll select run. So this is the advantage of Flutter. We will be able to run our app simultaneously on multiple simulators. Maybe it is Android, maybe it is iOS also, not a problem. If you can see here, 15, 14 and XS Max, so these all phones simultaneously we are executing our single app. I will show you to run in Android also. So maybe for that, what we will do, we will come here, we will launch this Android simulator. Yeah, it is launched. Yeah, so if you can see, it is already launched actually, because we already launched it. So this is how we will be able to launch our app in iOS simulator. So in the next video, what I will do, I will try to show you how to install Xcode and how to install command line tools for the Xcode, and how to install the CocoaPod, the iOS setup, to run the Flutter app. Okay, yeah, this is it, and thanks everyone for joining. This is my first video in YouTube, and also for creating